Hello and welcome back. It has been a while. It has been quite some time actually, but we are back this time for the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. I mean, last time out we actually got some points, so our first points on the board, and we're trying to make it a little bit harder for ourselves. I don't think I did it in this episode, but in the next episode I will be changing, I think, the way the AI get the resources and that, just to make it a little bit harder for us. And also we're going to up the difficulty as well. I think in Monaco here we're going to up it a lot, but pretty much we're just getting our upgrades in, still trying to progress up the grid while we can, because it will change soon. Hopefully we're going to try and make it harder for ourselves, make it a bit more road to glory. We don't want to be winning races or even getting podiums in the first season. We should still be on the outskirts of those points, and it should be a very difficult task just to even get 1 point in this career mode, let alone finishing P7, P8. So we're going to try and make it as difficult as possible, get some of the upgrades in. We've got Monaco coming up next, the streets of Monte Carlo, a place that I do like racing. Wouldn't say I'm the best at it, but we do have that up next. And we got Spain before a little bit of a break to Austria. So Monaco's one that I'm definitely going to need some practice around, because it will catch you out, especially I think it's like a 30 lap race, 35%. I think it's got to be like 25 to 30 laps, because a 50% is like 39 laps. So got to get some practice in around here. It's one of those where you have to stay focused the whole time. You just can't catch a break. It's non-stop focus. I mean, maybe down the pit straight you can let off just for a couple of seconds, but then you're straight back into focus mode once again, and it's just draining. It's draining on you in your mind. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult. But when you get it right, it feels so sweet. Especially in the race, if you get a points finish around here, it feels very, very rewarding. As we are struggling a bit in qualifying, our first lap we struggled a bit. That lap we struggled a bit as well. And we kind of have left it to crunch time here. We've got 1:30, so we're starting our lap. So pretty much, if we make a mistake now, we'll have a chance to go one more time. But if that mistake results in damage, we're pretty much out in Q1. We're right at the back of the field. We start P22 for the race. We're going to need a miracle to score points. We're going to need some mixed weather. We're going to need a safety car. We're going to need red flags. We are going to need something to help us out, as our teammate is up in P18. But you can see it just feels so sweet all the way through these corners. It feels so nice. It's just a great place to drive. I'm not going to lie. I'm glad it's still on the calendar, and they're going to keep it on the calendar for the foreseeable future. Wow, that was a difficult word to say. But yeah, I like this track. It's something different, and it makes Saturdays very, very exciting. And this is a Saturday right now as we go purple in the middle sector. Hello, this green car has set a light around here as we make it beautiful through the swimming pool section. We got one more corner to go. We missed the apex by quite some bit, but a purple middle sector as we come up to the line. It's a rapid lap, actually. It's in the 11s. It's P1 in Q1. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. P1 in Q1. Our car is not that pace. It is not that pace. We are on, I think we were running 100 AI at this point. That's what I used to run in the last game. This game, because it's a lot easier to drive, they haven't really changed the AI levels. So I'm pretty much 110 AI. I'm going to up it to 110 for the race. And it's just crazy to me that they haven't changed the AI levels, because I'm not, as we almost hit the wall there, I'm not that fast on this game. I'm not going to lie. As we get to watch a nice little replay of what happened here, you can see how close we're going to get to the wall. We have to make that correction. That is very, very close. You almost ended up with wing damage. I'll tell you what I needed there. I needed that little millimeter or centimeter graphic that they show in the Monaco race in real life. But yeah, they haven't changed the AI. I don't get it. They need to make it harder. They need to make like almost like an esports level. Go all the way up to there. Give an AI for the esports level, guys, because 110 is way too low for it to be the top, in my opinion, as we go for our final lap and we actually invalidate. So that's us done. We're currently P10. I wasn't really focusing on the Monaco GP. Currently P10, and we actually do drop out as people improve. So after talking about all that needs to improve the AI, we only get P14, which is about probably where we should be. And Hamilton only getting P15 as well. We can certainly make up those places on race day and find ourselves in the top 10.
Once again today, home to the world famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of 19 corners, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Perez, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Norris, Bottas, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, the rookie, Hamilton, Hulkenberg, Joe, Tsunoda, De Vries, Doohan, Albon, Doohan. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And I'm delighted, as always, to introduce Anthony Davidson, who'll be taking you through all the action alongside me today. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen?
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? One more thing to consider is the strategy element. How far can the drivers push these tyres, and who's going to blink first for fresh rubber? It'll be interesting to see if the leaders have to compromise their plan to cover off the cars behind them.
All right, so we're ready for Monaco. It's like a one-of-a-kind type of race. There's not too many street circuits like it. I mean, the closest you're probably going to get is maybe Singapore, but this one is a lot less forgiving and very tight, very twisty. Not a lot of room for cars to get past. I mean, if you watch Formula One, you know exactly how difficult and how boring Sunday can be. But on the game, it is a little bit easier to overtake. So hopefully we can get some overtakes going, work our way up the grid, and potentially get that point scoring finish once again. Back-to-back point scoring finishes in this car would be lovely indeed. I mean, we start P14, I believe, for the race. We could easily gain a few positions, maybe gain a couple at the start. You got a couple of dive bombs down into the hairpin that you can do. And if we get the strategy right, we could honestly do something here. I mean, we're starting on the softs. We want that good start. We want that traction. And we want that good launch. And if we could kind of stay with the cars up ahead, pit a little bit earlier with them, have some good outlaps, and basically park our car like a moving bus. Well, I mean, a moving bus. Every bus is moving, but park our car, like park the bus, like you say in football. Pretty much park the bus in front of all the faster cars to hold on to a points finish. So that's the idea. Get those first few laps in, pit around probably lap 10 or so, but basically before the AI, and park it from there on out and try and walk away with a point or two from Monaco, which would be ideal. And it's a point, it'll probably be my favorite points of the season. Picking up points in Monaco is something special. I mean, picking up a podium and picking up a race win would be even better, but our car is not quite there yet as we line up on the formation lap, getting ready to go. Our teammate a few spots behind us. I believe he's starting P18. Yes, you can see him there in the background. I wonder if he will be able to do anything, if he can do a different sort of strategy. He will be starting P20, not P18 for this Grand Prix. But we are ready to get underway in Monaco. It is 5 red lights and away we go, and it's not a bad start. It's a good start actually compared to Oscar Piastri, who was on the soft tyres as well, as we look for that move around the outside of Kevin Magnussen. See you later, son. Up the outside, around the outside of the Alpine as well, up to P11. What a start that is in Monaco. No damage at all. I think there was a little bit of contact with the Alpine, but we get through unharmed. Is there a place where we can make a dive bomb? We're going to go for it here. Down down the inside of Ocon because the AI just don't want to go side by side at all. So we'll take 3 positions if we can take it. And we're going to go for it again down the inside of the hairpin. This one is an important one. Norris on the hard tyres. That McLaren we can beat, but we've got to get in front of him as he's getting his elbows out a little bit there, isn't he? He's pushing us wide, almost putting us into the wall. But see you later, son. We got the better traction on these soft tyres. Have fun down in P10. We're working our way up. We're moving up in this race. We got Bottas up ahead on the hards as well, who we could certainly close on into and potentially get an overtake on as well, because these softs are feeling wonderful, as they should. Much better than the hards. Obviously, in a few laps, they will drop off. And when they do drop off, I'll be defending for him. I'll be pitting, but I will be trying to get the most out of these tyres until then. And if we can get past Bottas, that would be perfect. I think P8 in this race is a possibility here. We have better pace than the Alfa Romeo. I think the 2 Aston Martins up ahead, they are a little bit too strong for us. Same with the rest of the grid. You've got, I think it's Hamilton all the way down in P20. He's had a bit of a stinker start. So he's that outlier. He's from the top 4 teams. He's not up there. So P8 is certainly a possibility. But I want to try and get past Bottas as soon as possible. Make these softs work. If we don't get past him, I don't think we're going to get back past him during the race. Maybe the overcut could come off because he will be out for a long time on those hards. But if we can get past him now, then he won't be able to create a gap at all before we pit. And we can kind of keep him behind and create our own race. And that would essentially be our net P1. Because our race is for that P8 position. But we're doing a good job just hanging on to him. We can't find a way past. I mean, I've been trying to find a way past. I've been pushing as much as I can to find a route past. At the end of this straight, we just can't get close enough into the hairpin. We can't get close enough, or the corner before. So we're kind of just having to settle here, manage our tyres just a little bit, and hope that they can last for a few more laps before we make that pit stop onto the medium tyres. As we've got, we've hit the apex too much. We've crashed out in Monaco. We have crashed out in Monaco. I mean, many drivers have probably said that in the past. I don't know what that was. I think it was just a lapse in concentration. We clipped the wall. It's not like, I didn't think we slammed the wall. I was just turned in maybe that fraction too early. Yeah, I mean, other times that just clips the wall. You kind of bounce off it and you keep going. But that took my whole wheel off, went into the other wall, took the other whole wheel off, and that's the end of our day. That's how quick it could turn in Monaco right there. I mean, okay, well, there's our race in Monaco. I was hoping for so much more. It was looking like a points finish. It was looking like a chance of that. But no, I mean, you see Lewis Hamilton getting up in a P7. I don't know how he's managed that. Verstappen taking a win. But that's tragic. That is tragic from us. Absolutely tragic. We made a fatal error, a big mistake. And that's all she wrote for us in Monaco. And that is literally Monaco. That's why it is so much different to most tracks. 1 lapse in concentration. You turn in half a second too early, your race is over just like that. And that was pretty much it. That's Monaco for you. I can't believe that we have made that mistake just out of nowhere. I think maybe I was pushing that little bit too much to catch up to Bottas. I wanted to get the overtake done. And honestly, I probably didn't even need to. We were sitting in P9. We had a good strategy going for us. We probably could have scored points, even if it wasn't the 8th place and getting 4 points. We could have easily got 9th or 10th. But no, it's a big mistake from us. Cost our team money and probably a couple of points. So we're going to stay, I think it's P8 in the constructors standings behind Haas. And that's our first DNF of the season. And it's not a reliability issue. It is a driver issue. We have a driver issue in this team. It's not me. It's Jack doing, but that time it was me. So we got DNF in Monaco. I guess we go for better luck in Spain. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like half episode because of that big mistake. But there you go. That's Monaco. And that's the road to glory. I guess we'll see you guys next time. Peace.